Coming up, the Ukrainian war could possibly be coming to a close. Tariffs are causing issues across the world, especially for China. Then we bring a special guest to talk about the damages done to Tesla. All this and more on the Mish Minute. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mish Minute. I'm Logan Mish. News from the Russian-Ukrainian war, President Volodymyr Zelensky is giving hopes for peace in Europe. This announcement comes after a brief meeting between President Trump and President Zelensky at Pope Francis's funeral on Saturday. Multiple peace deals have been offered up between Russia and Ukraine, the standard being Ukraine must give up land, in which it has refused each time. However, President Donald Trump announced that he believes that Zelensky is willing to give up Crimea. Russia has been after this plot of land for a while, primarily due to its seaports and ease of access to the eastern Mediterranean. Germany has warned Ukraine not to agree to a deal that would lose territory. Senator John Kennedy threw in his own 2 cents on the issue.
Putin has reneged on every promise that he has made to President Trump. He wants to prohibit Ukraine from joining NATO, and he wants America and Europe to stop helping Ukraine.
With this opportunity, Russian President Putin announced a ceasefire. The Kremlin plans for it to last from May 8th until May 11th. Ukraine's Foreign Minister Andriy Sybiha requested for an immediate ceasefire that lasts at least 30 days. Outside of negotiations, President Donald Trump is set to sign into effect a new executive order. This order will require all truck drivers to pass an English literacy test. The Trump administration believes that this will bolster safety, according to the White House press secretary Caroline Leavitt. Leavitt said, quote, "You might not know, but there's a lot of communication problems between truckers on the road." The order is set to be signed Monday afternoon. With the Trump administration's tariffs, prices in stores are expected to rise across the boards. However, one company has went out speaking against price increases. Albertsons Companies is the country's second largest grocery chain. The supermarket company stated openly, quote, "We are not accepting cost increases due to tariffs." It is currently unknown how the chain plans to keep their prices the same. What I do know for certain is, as a Floridian, I need Publix to take up this mentality in the near future. Please. The tariffs are not just affecting Americans. President Trump established a 145% tariff on Chinese goods. President of China Xi Jinping announced that they will be looking for other trade partners to avoid the high tariffs. China has so far publicly denied negotiations with the Trump administration about the tariffs. Even while they look for new trading partners, their closest neighbors have been pushed away. China has continuously gone out of its way to antagonize nearby countries, such as Taiwan, Australia, South Korea, the Philippines, and more. This antagonization has limited China heavily in its trade expansions. Trade makes up nearly 38% of China's total GDP. So unless China can figure out a way around these tariffs or make new allies, this could very well be the end of the current government, according to multiple experts. Let me set a scene. You're laying in bed, you hear a boom. You look out your window across the street, there's a Tesla dealership. You notice a burning Cybertruck. Who did this? You see this message spray painted on a wall. You realize, definitely someone uneducated. Come on, one word and you misspelled it, man. 35-year-old Ian Moses was arrested by local police in Mesa, Arizona after being suspected of arson. The man allegedly wrote "thief" on the side of the building, all the while misspelling it before setting a Cybertruck on fire. No injuries have been reported from the incident. We have Michael Shepard to discuss what the intentions may have been. Shepard, why do you believe people are burning Teslas?
Well, Logan, thanks for having me on. I think the primary reason that people are burning Teslas is because the man who runs Tesla and owns Tesla has been burning people. When you come in and you fire thousands of people from their jobs, but you have a product that's out there that they can see. When you have faulty trucks that don't allow people to get out their trucks and they're stuck in there. People are fed up. But then when you come in and you dismantle the IRS, under whose name? He's been taking shots across the bow of all of these people, and his trucks are a prime target for people to get a little get back. I know he misspelled the word thief wrong on the wall. He should have put right in your face. Right in your face, Elon Musk. Want to bust it right in your face. That's what he should have wrote on the wall real big so everybody can see it, because as long as this man is assaulting the American people with all of his unjustified actions where he has no business being inside the IRS with this so-called, this group, what do they call themselves? Whatever it is that they call themselves, Doge or Dogie or whoever it is, they asked for this, and it's only gonna get worse the more they keep pushing people's buttons. Now, stick that up your Tesla Cybertruck.
Shep, there's a lot of issues when it comes to burning a car, such as releasing a lot of emissions into the air. Do you feel like this was justified?
Well, you know, nothing's really justified when you're talking about breaking the law. Do I think that a person has been pushed to this and emotionally they're looking for some way to let out this rage that they've been, that they've harnessed into their spirit? Because of all of the actions that they go through, they see their friends go through, their families are being affected by, you have to think that the response is gonna come from somewhere. There's going to be a reaction. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. You fire people from their jobs, of course, a couple of your trucks are gonna be set on fire.
Well, thank you, Shepard, for joining us. Come back to hear Amazon's ambitious project. Then, Florida is creating a national first for government offices. Stay tuned for the Mish Minute. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mish Minute. I'm Logan Mish. I know everyone is dying to get outside. It is Florida after all, so let's take a look at the weather. Yes, speaking about going outside, I don't know if that's going to happen today. We got a high chance of rain. As you can see, rain clouds are moving in. Wind is beginning to pick up at around 15 to 20 miles per hour. What you're seeing now is video footage from marker 225 off of 5-4. So if you're anywhere near there, probably get inside unless you're trying to get soaking wet. Now to the news. You know that old saying about bears, if it's brown, lie down, if it's black, fight back, if it's white, good night? Well, apparently there's an additional to that saying. If it's hungry, feed it cookies. Local Florida woman Kristen Savage was walking her dog when a black bear tried to eat her dog. Savage gave the bear a bag of cookies to save herself and the dog. Ladies and gentlemen, Amazon is now breaching the stars. You aliens are finally in luck because Amazon is coming to you. Amazon has just launched Project Cooper into orbit. This is the first full batch of satellites from Florida. The satellites were aboard a ULA Atlas V rocket. The rocket took off at 7 p.m. on Monday. It launched from Complex 41 in Cape Canaveral. The mission is a part of a larger project that plans to place 3,200 satellites in low orbit. Project Cooper aims to create a global broadband network to assist remote communities. Amazon currently aims to be able to compete with SpaceX's Starlink, which is also a satellite internet using low Earth orbit satellites. If this project proves successful, it could assist millions of people, especially in rural areas, to become connected to the internet. Florida has done a few nation first, and the other day a new one was brought to fruition. The state announced the launch of an Office of Parents' Rights. This will be the first in the United States. The Florida Attorney General have stated that parents' rights will now be reserved to parents of a child under the age of 18. The state will no longer interfere with children. The OPR, or Office of Parental Rights, will assist parents with many things, primarily within the education field for their children, but also assist in child's health and safety. Florida Attorney General James Uthmeyer spoke to the press during a press conference on this matter.
Even when you disagree with it sometimes, and when it comes to growing up, your education, healthcare choices, the curriculum you're going to have in front of you. We want to make sure that parents are involved.
Though PR's goal is to make Florida the picture-perfect place to come to in order to raise a family, Uthmeyer stated that more information will be released about the organization of the upcoming days. Wow, this really is my final show here at Full Sail. Yeah. The last 2 years have been a lot of fun, mixed with a lot of stress and a dash of annoyance here and there. Yeah. But overall, great experience, and believe me, I know experiences. To my amazing classmates, thank you for being there. Great job, great. I doubt I would have actually completed this program had I gone through alone or with another group. And to the wonderful, amazing instructors here, I thank you for pushing me along and helping me grow. And for a special shout out, Chris Mouton, you were great, really cool. Some would say the best director, frankly, very fun, I know directors. Gus, you were pretty much like the Grandmaster Yoda, always having an answer to a question, having some advice that I never knew I needed. And Rishi, thank you for not holding your punches. The advice you have given me this month will definitely stick, hopefully. Gordy, if you're here, thank you. Stand-ups, really fun. Now, before Chris throws me out of the studio for a final goodbye, for the Mish Minute, I'm Logan Mish. And in case I don't see you again, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Have a good one.